Hello and welcome to episode 15 of Gunning For It. My name is Craig, and coming up in today's episode is the first two games of our Champions League group against Bayer Leverkusen and Real Madrid, as if I needed to try and remember them. Since our last episode we have played a few more Premier League games and it's been a mixed bag of results to start really. We've been very good at home, including a 3-2 victory at home against West Ham against Manchester City, which is a fantastic result that I was not expecting. But then for our away games, losing against West Ham 3-2 and a 0-0 draw away at Brighton, it's the same problem as what we had at the start of last season. Our away games and our away form is just not good at the moment. So I'm trying to make a few tweaks away from home, and we will see that in action today away against Bayer Leverkusen. So before we get into the game itself, the Premier League table showing we're 5th in the Premier League, 10 points from 5 games, which is a decent return, 1 point out the top 4. Bournemouth are a surprise package so far this season, although saying that I think they still have Callum Wilson. He's a very good player in this game, isn't he? Anyway, our team for the game against Bayer Leverkusen, we're going with Leno in goal, Tierney at left back with Holding and Socrates in central defence. Kaglar Soyuncu is injured. I say injured actually, he's out with food poisoning. Bellerin at right back, Tonali and Guendouzi at the base in the midfield, or central midfield. Torreira is suspended for 1 match, that was from the Europa League game against Madrid last season where he got sent off. And Xhaka, I believe he got injured for a few days. Yeah, so he got a small injury, I believe a groin injury. He'll be back for the next league game. Saka on the left, Mesut Ozil playing behind Aubameyang, who's up front, Pepe on the right wing. In fact, one thing I didn't show you, and I will show you after this game actually, is the teams we drew in the Champions League. Obviously, as you've just seen here, we've got Bayer Leverkusen, and I already mentioned we have Real Madrid. I'll still show you a picture after this game anyway of who we actually got in the groups. Let's give the fans something to cheer. I always have to focus when it comes to these team talks, I really do. In fact, before we get into that, opposition, ask assistants, yeah, that's about right. One thing I've always done recently is just ask my assistant manager to just put on some instructions for us against the opposition. It can make a difference, and it's something I've done more often, and as I've seen a few more results from it. But what I'm looking for today, hopefully, is for us to, well, basically just get that win, because we've got Real Madrid in the next game, and I've just realised I'm still in extended highlights. We'll stick with key because I don't want this game dragging on the whole time. But yeah, we've got Real Madrid next, so I'd like us to get the 3 points to put us in a good position for that next match, because I don't know how many points we're going to get against Madrid. I don't know if we're even going to be able to beat them, so here's hoping. But as mentioned, we are not playing that well away from home, but we can actually play very well. And is that an own goal? It was an own goal. Hector Bellerin. Oh dear, that was just poor awareness. Just poor awareness, and I'm not using 2D, I'm not using sideline either. Back to TV mode. Yeah, it has a more familiar look to it. We need to take more of our chances here really. Tonali, who can hit them, but that was just terrible. Show some passion, lads, come on. Socrates furious. I'm furious. Okay, what can we do to help ourselves out here? We've been a bit more direct. In fact, to not shoot on sight, we need to get the ball into the box more often. I just don't want them just passing it around like they've been doing at times, and that was a terrible goal kick there. I don't know what they were thinking. What's a good save by Leno, but our defence just again all over the place. In fact, what I'm going to do, get stuck in, screw it, we may as well, apart from Tierney. Apart from Tierney, because he's on a yellow card already. But that's the most frustrating thing about our defence, they just don't tackle. It's really frustrating because I actually don't know what else to do. Especially away from home, we just don't look the strongest, and that's a penalty. As soon as they drove into the area, you could see what was going to happen. Gonna need Bernd Leno to drag us out of this one. Penalty awarded, and Socrates gets away with a warning. I don't know why we had to see that, but it is what it is. Osimhen is going to take. Come on, Leno, save it. I thought he did. Oh, he dived the right way as well. Enough. Saka's had a poor game, I believe. Yeah, and so's Aubameyang. But Dembele is going to go up front. What about Tierney and Bellerin? But I'm going to leave that for the moment. Castagna is more than likely going to come on, but just not yet. We need to make some form of a change. We now have to absolutely go for it. Oh, I thought Ozil won the ball. Oh. Annoying. Oh, Pepe did win the ball, however. Who's up front for him? Dembele is the only one in the box. Aubameyang, and he has pulled one back. Grab the ball. Good man. And that's Aubameyang's first of the season. I didn't notice that. The thing is, this season has been more or less about Saka and Pepe. It's been the Saka-Pepe show. And Dembele, I just realised Dembele wasn't even on the pitch yet. Or was he? I'm confused because some tactical changes have just happened there. And again, our defence is just at 6s and 7s. Oh, Bellerin, for goodness sake. He has annoyed me today, actually, as Bellerin, so he's coming off. Castagna is coming on. It doesn't help, I just do not trust Bellerin when it comes to getting in an attacking position at the moment anyway. He's just had a very poor game. The last game against Sheffield United, he had so many shots when I told him not to shoot. And that's Pepe. Oh my god, he hit the bar. We've definitely looked more dangerous in the last few minutes, and on comes Castagna. Tonali with the corner. It's not met by anyone's head except Diaby's. And now they've got a counter attack against us before I can even speak properly, and no one. We've got some fast players allegedly, and it's like they're running through sludge. Just over. It is very, very annoying, and this is the case especially with Soyuncu. Who quite literally looks like he's running through mud, through quicksand. I've just realised it's only 67 minutes, so I'm going to save that change for a moment. In fact, just looking at the conditioning here, some players are going to need to come off very, very soon. What we're going to do, but shoot on sight. And we've got to wait for that to go through. Okay, and who's going to come on? I didn't even put Xhaka on the bench. I know he's out for another day or so, but he could have been on the bench. Is it fair to throw Bellingham into this? Not really. Carrera is going to come on for his first appearance of the season. Going to play as a ball-playing defender. More! Come on, more! If Carrera somehow gets an equaliser here, I'll be hailing myself as the greatest manager in the world. And that was actually going towards the goal. Aubameyang on the left of the ball. Tierney. Clears. Not cleared. Dembele! Oh, for goodness sake, Pepe! Offside. I know that because his name didn't come up at the top. Yes, I know it's a goal review. It's, yeah, of course, it's disallowed. Every time it goes to... That line was level. That line was level. All we can do really is go attacking, and nobody again pressing the ball. Thankfully, Carrera passes it out. Ozil, can you get one more attack going? Pepe, looking for something for him. Aubameyang on the far side. Tonali, Guendouzi with the equaliser. 92nd minute. I'm hesitant to say we just about deserved it. We just about deserved it for the second half alone. It was a good comeback. We got away with that. Oh my goodness. Aubameyang finally on the score sheet. Carrera. He's made a good case. He's making a good case. But Guendouzi's finish. Oh my goodness. We absolutely needed that. A defeat would have been damaging enough as it was. But that momentum, I'm hoping we can take that into the home game against Real Madrid, which will be the next game that I'll show. I'll do the other games in between offline. But this is our group overall. Real Madrid and Krasnodar are yet to play. They're the latest kick-off. I expect Madrid to just thump Krasnodar. Now let's go and attempt to beat Real Madrid. 2 league games and a League Cup defeat later. Yes, we got booted by Blackpool, but I played the youngsters in this game. One of the players I was impressed by was Giovanni Reina, making his first appearance after arriving from Dortmund for £12 million in the summer. Scored a goal and got an assist. Very, very happy with his performance, and I think he'll be someone who can replace Ozil going forward. 17-year-old with 5-star potential as well, just to remind you of that little bit of business. But 2 league wins as well either side. An away win, finally, against Wolves, and home against Leicester by 2-0. So leaving us 3rd in the league, 5 points off Liverpool, who is our next Premier League game away. Pray for us in that one. But so far so good, and touch wood, long may it continue. For now though, we go into our second Champions League group match against Real Madrid. And I completely forgot about this. Not only did I forget almost to show you the Champions League group draw, this is the game where we reunited with Lacazette, who we sold to Madrid, of course, in the summer for 46 million. The only real change to this squad from the last game, Guendouzi not starting. I decided to go with Torreira instead in midfield alongside Tonali, just purely for tactical familiarity, really. Aubameyang on the left instead of up front. Saka is going to drop out, and Dembele has been recalled to the team. He was recalled against Leicester actually. He came close a few times to scoring. I just hope he starts bagging a few more goals. And Tierney He was in last time, but again it was a toss-up between him and Kolasinac, who is also back in the squad. In fact, he's not in today's squad. Castagna got the nod ahead of him for the subs bench. But we now go into a home game against Real Madrid, the reigning Europa League champions, after they dumped us in the semi-finals last season. And really, try and get revenge, try and get the points, because to be honest, this is as good as a chance of getting points against Real Madrid, because going to their place is going to be very, very difficult. It's going to be a cauldron. And also, as mentioned, our away form, it's not that good. So we need to be getting the points in this game. And there is Moussa Dembele with his second of the season. Very, very happy that he gets the opening goal. I do feel we got very fortunate, especially as Madrid nearly won the ball once or twice. I don't know what really happened to their defence, but oh well, I'll happily take the goal, thank you very much, as will Dembele. Interestingly, I had a look at the La Liga table before this game just to see how well Madrid were doing in the league, and they've had a bit of a up and down start to the season. They've won 4 games out of 7, but they've lost the other 3 completely, and Dembele sneaks in. He's almost like a poacher, isn't he? He's capitalising on a couple of mistakes here. Of course, that's what I want a striker to do anyway. But he's just sneaking around a little bit. There he is, look, he's just sneaking into the area. Just capitalising on any loose balls in the box. Just like a good striker should do. Hopefully that'll give him a way more confidence. The game against Leicester, actually. In fact, sorry, let me just finish my previous thoughts. Uh-oh. And Pepe has picked up an injury. See if we can try and get him through to half time. And oh my god, Torreira. He did this against Madrid in the semi-final. Well, you know what? This is as good a time as any. To take Pepe off. Xhaka's going to come on in the midfield. Bellerin, he gets up and down that right flank anyway. I'm going to leave them back. But Torreira again throws a spanner into the works. He did this against Real Madrid in the semi-finals, and he was suspended in our last game. Okay. I know it's still early. I'm going to ask them to regroup. The most important thing right now, get through to half time and then we can take it from there. Game's just slowing down a bit, yeah, because I'm recording at the same time. But originally my thought was Madrid weren't doing well in the league. That was very close, because they're 5th at the moment in their league. But of course, this is Madrid in Europe. They are going to be very, very good at the end of the day. And I thought that was a penalty to Madrid right there. Thankfully it wasn't. We're going 2-0 up at half time. If we somehow hold on to this, I'd consider it a miracle result. If we somehow went 3-0 up, I would be very impressed, but I'm not too sure that's the aim right now. I know we're going very positive. We're still going positive because at the end of the day I just don't trust our defence against Real freaking Madrid. Like I said, this game, the home games especially, is the ones where we were looking to pick up the points to try and get us through to the next round. Because again, the minimum expectation of the board is to and Mesut Ozil 3-0. That was what I was hoping for. I didn't think we'd actually get it, but I'm very, very happy we got that. Ozil comes up clutch right when we need him the most. But as mentioned, we are looking to get to the first knockout round minimum. That's what the board are expecting. And in order to do that, we need to win all our home games. We've picked up 1 point on the roads, obviously against Bayer Leverkusen in our last game. Madrid, I don't know if we're going to get anything from that away from home. Just drop a little bit of praise, just tell the lads, well done. So far, keep it up. Now it's just looking at conditioning, just make sure that nobody gets too tired. As not only do we have to finish this game, but we've also got Liverpool away at the weekends. I'm not looking attacking wise at the moment, just looking defensively. Bellerin, he's starting to look a bit tired, but I'm keen just to keep him on for a little bit. I'll probably sub him with about 10 minutes left. Our defenders looking okay. In fact, you know what? Give it a few minutes. My gut's telling me just give it a few minutes. "12 minutes left, boys." And that's Lacazette, of course. Of course, Football Manager has the habit of doing that. Well crafted goal, but from the fact it came from a throw-in doesn't make me feel any better. Castagna is going to come on.
Drop a Coke and a piece of carrot cake.
You might notice there's a little bit of a glitch or a pause in that. Just speaking to my nan from upstairs. We just made one change. Bellerin is going off for Castagna. I know Tierney's looking a bit apprehensive, but at the moment he has a bit more energy than Bellerin. Right, let's just start to slow the pace down a little bit, start to waste a bit of time. I know we've got a few minutes left. I'm just going to make that all important change. Socrates is going to come on for... who's he going to come on for? Soyuncu, who is on a yellow card. Drop a little bit of praise, keep everyone motivated. I believe we have done it. 3 points on the board, despite the best efforts of Torreira to try and throw all of that off. Absolutely well done, lads. Well done. Kind of makes me question Torreira a little bit. In fact, a lot, because that's 2 big games now he's got sent off for, unfortunately. But the big take here is we have finally beaten Real Madrid. I honestly didn't think we would. I don't want to get too down about it, but I really had doubts, especially against Real Madrid. I know this is clearly not the same team as years gone by. I mean, they got kicked out of the group stage last season. And in fact, they're still almost in danger of not making it this time either. Bayer Leverkusen, they won their game 1-0 against Krasnodar, which is going to be our next episode. It will be a double header against Krasnodar, if that's how you pronounce their name. I apologise if that's not correct. But we should be looking for 6 points from those 2 games. If you've enjoyed this video, hit the like button and click subscribe for more Football Manager content. I try and upload videos every Sunday and Thursday. Of course, I update as well on Twitter if this is not the case. My Twitter will be down below in the description. Any feedback on the video is always welcome in the comments as ever. I'm always trying to improve videos as much as I can. Even if you notice I speak a bit too fast or a bit too much or just a bit scattergun at times, I am trying to improve that all the time. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.